woman who mess around with women easier to make a partner with than a woman who has messed around with a lot of men? Between the two of them, which one would be more coachable to be in a relationship with?
The one with
a lot of men.
The woman.
Oh. The one who's been with a lot of men?
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
See, and I think
to hear that. You think the opposite, so this is good. So Craig, why do you think the woman who's been with a lot of men is the better relationship candidate?
If a woman that messes with women decides to come back to men, I feel like she's lost in a way, where she's looking for fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to being submissive.
How old are you?
23.
How old is your man?
I actually have a girlfriend.
Are you bi, straight, or what?
I'm lesbian.
What made you realize you didn't like men?
I don't click with them. The maturity wasn't there. The emotional availability wasn't there. It didn't click at all.
Was it the sex too, or?
It's not even about him. It's just I personally cannot see myself marrying a man.
But were you attracted to him at all?
Anybody can be physically attractive. Doesn't mean that I want to be with them.
Sometimes I feel like a lot of women go to women because they don't want to submit. They want it to be their way, you know. But a woman that's been with a lot of men has experienced a lot of different type of men. So when you accept her, I feel like they know how to maneuver better, in my opinion. So I think it would be easier to be with her because she understands men better than a woman who just deals with women.
D, what do you think? I know you know about women who've been with a lot of men. Give it to them.
What? No, only reason I'm saying I believe the opposite setup is because if she's been with a lot of women, more so than men, she's probably hasn't heard a lot of what stuff coming from a man would be. In other words, it'd be fresh. So if she has hardly been with men, she's probably been hearing all that kind of rhetoric from a woman's point of view.
Right.
So when she does get with a guy, it would be like so new. That his point of view, his take on things. So I think it would be the opposite. I think it would actually be better if she came from messing around with a bunch of women, and then now all of a sudden she's over here with a guy.
Right.
I can't believe I finally agree with D.
Oh God, stop.
I finally agree with Darlene.
But you.
Wow, how long I've been knowing you?
Shut your ass.
How long I've been knowing you? The whole time you've been talking, I'm like,
14 and a half years.
A bush.
Oh gosh, whatever.
And then what's today's date? August 6th? Oh my God, put that in the calendar.
Sha'Carri Richardson has always identified as bisexual, but we've always seen her with women. I've never seen her with a man until recently. Recently, Sha'Carri Richardson shared this particular photo wearing this particular chain. And this chain is nice, right? Don't get me wrong. However, this chain looks like it belongs to somebody else. That chain belongs to Olympic sprinter Christian Coleman.
Nah, but I got a little stud I'm dealing with now, though. Beautiful. Teresa. Little stud, little cutie pie. She like women.
What the hell?
She be giving me head and shit. We ain't yet.
I would not date a boy. I would date Marco. Like, y'all keep on saying I would. No, I would not. Just because I get my nails done, that don't mean nothing. I like him. Not all boys.
Dated women my whole life, and I've recently switched to dating men. And I'm also dropping a song about it on Friday. So because I've dated both, I'm going to talk about the differences between men and women that I've noticed in my experience.
There are women out here who just refuse to be with a man.
Right.
They only be with women.
Right.
That's a whole nother thing if you ask me. But women who are with women, but then come on home.
Yeah.
You have a better chance, in my opinion, saving her than you have saving a woman who has basically, just imagine what it's like to be a girl who done slept with 20 plus men. How can you believe in anything?
I feel you. That's a conservative number.
Ain't it?
That's conservative. Because 20 is probably really 50, Corey.
Man, who you telling? I'm being nice.
Yeah.
I'm being nice. I'm talking about 20. That's your first year of college. Especially if you go to college, you ain't got no bread.
Girl was like, yeah, I want to get down with you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I want to get down with you too. She was like, yeah. She's like, I'm going to call my girl up. I was like, man. Whoa. Yeah. I was like, let's go to the room. Hey, man, how your girl look? She was like, she's straight. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, anytime a black man's story start with, it ain't good. She was like 6'5", hooper. Like, knee bandage on. She came in there like, what's happening? What we doing? Oh my God. Man bun had one of them hooping backpacks with just a string as a harness. This is how she walked in the room. Clearly this just scored a triple-double somewhere. I was like, See, that ain't me. I never thought. I'm walking in the room. This what we putting that work on him right here? Okay. Think Slim look fine in the mouth, don't he? Think Slim got my pussy hard in the mouth. I'm old school, dude. I like my women like basketball one-on-one. One-on-one. You never had threesome? No. Never? No. Why? My attention span ain't too long. What? I need to focus on this what I got right here. Okay. I'm right here. When she got undressed, she took her shorts off over her Air Force Ones. She didn't even unbutton her blouse. She just pulled it straight over her head. It was still wrapped around her arms like this. You know, like your nephew do. Just everything. Just pull straight over. Yeah, I'm done with these Atlanta women. Ice cream, all my brothers. Yeah, Mario, so big.
What you mean?
Hell no! Oh my gosh! Why they bouncing like that?
I just want to remember I talked about being spontaneous and trying new stuff every day.
Bro, I can't stop looking at your big What the f***?
I tell y'all about trying something new.
Come on, why you?
I'm being spontaneous right now. Why y'all sitting over here looking at my chest, bro?
Bro, cause it big.
I never seen a girl before.
The only part about the head is she don't like me to touch her or moan. And I like to moan, I like to scream. I touched her one time. She's like, yeah, my guy, you ain't got to do all that, my yams. Good Lord.
Bruce, what are you doing?
Trying to go for round two. What's happening?
Not like that.
So you saying all that yam that you got in the back, I ain't gonna never be able to partake? Ever?
No.
It's bad enough you cut a hole in your boxer so I can slide in without sliding no drawers now. It's weird, man.
It's compromise.
What's good, though? What up, though? Ty, what you on, man?
Give me a hug.
What's going on?
You trying to make me do a 360?
No. What's up with you?
Oh, you gay if you talk to me.
Nah, it ain't about that.
Yes,
No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm comfortable with myself. I'm comfortable with myself, but I'm not about to talk to a girl who's masculine. What do you mean? Why? Because we homies.
I'm masculine right now?
It don't matter. I know who you really is. That's what matters.
Used to be.
Hey, look, man, I ain't on that. Look, I ain't on that. You ain't got to change for me. Go change for another dude. Hey, man, go change for another dude who into that type of stuff. Nah, well, it ain't happening. No, I'm not there at all. I'm not at all. I don't watch you eat worms, and we ate worms together as kids.
I eat you, so what are you saying?
Oh, man, you saying a bunch of weird shit now, bro. We done ate worms and grass together, bro.
I know how you are. Your pride, you're gonna be like, oh no, I don't want nobody to see me dating.
Nah, it ain't about none of that, bro. I'm not into that, bro. You want some weird right now. When we ever had conversations like this? When you ever came at me like this, bro? This is some weird shit, bro.
Stop calling me bro.
No, that's what you is. You is the bro.
Call me sis.
I'm not calling you that, bro.
Sis.
I'm not calling you that. Okay. You want some weird shit, man.
So...
And I'm about to tell your girl.
I even got my nails done for you. Isn't that enough?
Nah, man. I let you wear the do-rag still, and that's weird as f***. At least come over here next time with some sexy panties on or something.
I didn't wear panties since I was in high school.
So I can get a G-string, a thong, at least some boy shorts.
These are boy shorts.
Those is drawers.
What did he say?
don't even have no balls, E.
I would be an excellent wife to whoever. I ain't gonna lie. You dating men now? Yes, I am.
Stop the cap.
Thank you. You think I'm cute? Touch the screen, baby. Come on, let's go on a date or something. Like, what you waiting on? Check the DM. I'm gonna answer everybody's DMs, but it's like a lot of y'all right now. So, and I got these nails, so I can't even text. Everybody's getting voice messages because I can't even text right now.
You know, I ain't never tried this.
When you say, what you talking about? Work you out? Like, what you talking about?
Like, you know, take me to the gym. You know, put me on the bench. Show me how to get down with it.
Nah, I mean, I can show you a little something.
Okay.
I'm just.
I feel like, ooh.
What? Yeah,
I really want to try this one.
What you doing? You really could have just walked around. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because it would have took too long. It would have took way too long.
Okay.
You look handsome today.
I appreciate it.
And on top of that, I wouldn't say that. I mean, some lesbians be dipping and dabbling, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I don't know about you, if you live in Atlanta or something like that, but like, I know some lesbians. That's for a lot of lesbians. They got girlfriends or they got relationships with women. They go on dates, but they be sneaky, man. Some lesbians be having frame. They be having body, and as much as they want to be dudes or act like dudes or be very masculine and tough, you can't hide that, baby. You know what I'm saying? I see them yams to them jeans. You know what I'm saying? You caked up and caked all the way out. So, hilarious.
Have you been able to touch in with an actual lesbian homie?
Before, I'm married now, so but back in the day. Okay. Yeah, back in the day, I messed with chicks before, not several times, but a few times I messed with girls, and they be like, I see it later on in the whole fit at the movies with a chick holding hands, and I'm like, you just had spandex on at the crib. I knocked those back, you know what I'm saying? He was aggressive with me.
Greetings, you polite savages.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey.
Can I get a shot of Casamigos?
So with a shot, your answer be yes?
It depends on situation, you know?
He taking care of you, right?
If he's taking care of me, if I'm okay with the other wife, you know? It has levels to it, but... girl!
Yeah, don't Yep. Yo, let her speak her truth. You know what I'm saying?
It depends. It all depends. But, you know, I know how people are, you know, there's never gonna be a one woman. Like nowadays, I don't believe a man is not gonna cheat. Especially black man.
Why is that special? Why especially black men?
No. There can never be one girl.
So
never.
Billy can't have more than one girl? Tom can't have more than one girl?
Yep. I don't have
Russian men can't have more. Russia is knocking shorty down. What are you talking about? You don't think they f***ing out there?
Nah.
Yeah. Wait, you said your mom was single, right?
Huh?
Your mom was single, right?
Yeah.
Why was she single?
Because your dad probably something. For real. You
ain't gotta get her ass.
You ain't gonna paint black men as his only shit. You gonna hear about Brad and everybody
black
else.
Men always get the flag for all the negative stereotypes, know what I mean? But everybody else is doing the same.
They cheat.
Oh yeah.
I can't let that narrative rock. Like, it's only black men that don't know how to be faithful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think you guys are the ones that get caught.
Eli, as always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, sir. It's your boy Ace. Become a member, like and share. To comment, yeah, that's free support.
I thought you were going to say chew and all. That's what.
Yeah, it was, but yeah, I'm saying y'all niggas trying to finish my lines, man. Get your own shit, boy.
You was hesitating.
Yeah, to the people out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anyway, man, we got some special guests in the building. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
Hi guys, I'm Sosa Lady. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Sosa Lady, SOSLADIE. I'm Hannah Rose. You can follow my Instagram at Hannah_Rosie with 2 Y's.
Hello, my name is Mona. You can follow me on Instagram, or maybe not.
Okay. Yo, before we get into these topics, yo, make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. And yo, we got membership perks, man. Make sure y'all member, man. We drop exclusive early access videos just for y'all. So I need y'all to hit that membership, button, join, do all of that good stuff, man. Cause we got exclusive content that we need y'all to be, fucking with us for, man. So before I get into this topic, actually, no, matter of fact, my first topic. What are some stereotypes y'all think y'all have encountered when dating? So, for example, I'll give you a stereotype that I often hear about some women, or at least non-black women, is that some people might say, "Oh, they're weak. They're they're submissive. They don't have a backbone." Hispanic women, I would hear that you guys just cater to y'all man, y'all spicy or whatever the case is. So, are there any stereotypes y'all think y'all encountered that people have about y'all when it comes to dating?
Yes, I feel like some people look at me because my boyfriend's Jamaican, so I feel like they look and say that he might be dating me because I'm white or look like I have more money or whatever the case may be, just because I'm white or something like that. Or I'm just dating him because I want mixed kids or something like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like he has also gotten more people have came to him with more stereotypes like that about me, but I feel like I haven't really encountered too much.
Yeah, that's like a divisive topic, I guess. When you see people date interracially, the people will assume that they're either dating them because they can't handle a certain type of woman or whatever the case is, so they might associate other women with being more soft and they don't really challenge them as much. Do you think you get that stereotype as much?
No, I feel like you're supposed to cater to your boyfriend. You're supposed to cater to each other, for each other's needs. So I feel like that should be in every relationship, not just white, female, black male. It should be with everybody. Everybody should be catering to each other.
That's I like that. That's great.
You got any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I also agree with what she said. For me, I would say since I'm dating a black guy, I have a lot of family and friends who always ask me why am I dating a black guy? I should be dating somebody in my culture, which is Spanish like me. But I like what I like, and that's it.
What about you? Any stereotypes that you have came across?
Well, I'm not from America, and I've been here 2 months now. So I don't have a boyfriend or anything, but I feel like Americans as a whole country have a lot of specific stereotypes. Because where I'm from, I'm Russian. All of us are the same. We look the same. We have the same stereotype. Women submissive to the man and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely Americans has.
Not much diversity in Russia, is there?
No, not at all.
That's why you know stereotypes. So, all right. So my next topic. Have you ever dated? You dated? Well, obviously, y'all dated interracially. Have you ever dated interracially?
Yeah, I actually lived in Africa for 1 year. In West Africa, I was engaged with a Muslim African man. So. Yeah, it was crazy, he's from a Muslim family, so it was hard for them to accept me first. It was hard for my family back home to accept me being there, living there, but yeah, at the end of the day, it didn't work out, so I guess stereotypes sometimes,
So the question I want to get into is, you made a point about, your family wanted you to date somebody within your lineage, basically.
Yeah.
So what was it about dating a black man that, attracted you to him? Was it, something specific, or was it because sometimes some Hispanic women will go against the grain on purpose because of their family is so don't date no black man, don't date no black man. So it's all right, well, I want to do what I want to, I want to make my own decision, so I will purposely go against it. So is there anything specific that you've seen in him that made you want to just date him?
Honestly, everything. So I don't know. I just love black guys. I love the masculinity, everything. And I feel for me, I just don't want to date in my culture. I want something different. So
you was always attracted to something different.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
What about you, Hannah?
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like in my school, I'm from like upstate New York, so my school wasn't very diverse, like at all. So I don't know. I never really was attracted to nobody in my school, nobody like that. I guess I was just attracted to like I don't know, like the personality wise, like the kindness, like I feel like it really just depends on the person at the same time too. But yeah, like just the kindness, the masculinity, like she said, like very masculine, very strong, very like.
You ladies don't
very
think y'all can find that in with your race, within your race?
No, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really experienced that
All right,
in my race, so like I don't know.
So based off image, you just think that without even trying it, even on the other end.
No, I mean, I dated a white guy before.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I dated a Puerto Rican guy, Jamaican, my boyfriend right now is, and then I dated a white guy, so I feel like, I don't know, I've had the experience, but like, I don't know, I just like what I like. I just like what I like.
So you dated a Spanish guy before? Or no?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I just wasn't, like, it just wasn't for me, to be honest, like, it wasn't for me, like, it's not my type, honestly. So
I want to get to you because, you know, obviously from Russia, like I said, there is no diversity. So for you to make that kind of change to date really outside your race, like what made you kind of go towards that route instead of like traditionally just finding a Russian man and, you know, settling down with him? Not saying you won't, but I'm just saying like for you to take that step, like what made you take that step?
I think it comes from the family trauma. My mom, she was a single mother and she was hurt by a man that is like every other man in the country. So I guess with me having opportunity to come to America when I was 16 years old, experience something else, you know, you just want to add up something spicy in your life and, you know, reach out, look for a different culture, a different mentality. I know I'm speaking a lot, but it's interesting that you said it because normally when I think about, you know, I want to ask you this as well, just all of y'all. There is such a negative stereotype towards black men just socially. You know what I mean? Has that ever impacted y'all decision on how y'all view black men? Because, you know, when I ask certain people about, especially people from different countries, they might have this, you know, stereotype that black men are overly aggressive, overly masculine, you know, criminals, the thugs, this, that, and the third. So, you know, have y'all experienced that within, you know, obviously our family, and have y'all have any challenges when it comes to dating with your family and stuff like that, dating interracially?
Well, yes, to be honest, because like my family, they would judge, like they would judge him and say that he's a criminal, you know, oh, he does this, he sells drugs and things like that. But honestly, like I said, I don't really care.
Because Poppy up the block sell weed too. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like Jeremy, John, Bob, Billy, everybody sells something. You get what I'm saying? Like
not the Billy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all getting that same, we get that same hard shit, but they'll be willing to hold it down for the, I don't know.
So I'm just, because you're from Russia, so I'm just really so fascinated. How do Russian women view black men?
Love it.
So before you came to America, that's how you felt? Or is that like a new...
To be honest, when I was like 6 years old, on the Russian TV, you know, we're after Soviet Union and everything, there's a black guy, right? First time on a Russian TV, whatever. I don't remember his name, but I just know he recently passed away. He came on a live TV, right? He started singing in Russian about that he's a chocolate rabbit. And like that whole 2004, 2005, why would the black man coming to Russia performing in our language, you know, changed like the whole concept. So every white woman was singing that song in Russian, like it was just the mainstream.
I do want to ask y'all a question, which is going to be very important, because is it, you looked at the black rabbit, and you know what I'm saying, made me think, are you fetishizing the black men rather than, is that the experience you want?
Yes.
I mean, honestly, that's policy. So what is it about the black men that you think you fetishize?
It's different. Culturally, it's different. You guys, just how the lady said, more masculine. Like, you guys have very high self-confidence, like what most men in Europe white man, probably Hispanic man. You know, they're not sure what they're talking. They're not sure how they want to approach you. Like, I think it's a stereotype, but black guys, you see something you like, you go for it, you like it, you approach it, you do what you gotta do, boom, the lady is yours, just like that.
Yeah.
It's so fascinating to hear y'all say this, because oftentimes black men don't even hear this type of rhetoric from our own women. So, you know, to hear women from outside of our culture say such high praises towards black men is very much like mind-boggling to us. So, you know what I mean? Because we don't get that praise in our community, at least.
I would say refreshing, not mind-boggling. It was refreshing there. Like,
like definitely, you know, a different perspective.
But I mean, we gotta be realistic. Like, I don't want to be fetishized. I want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be just looked at as no sex toy or whatever the case may be.
But even though you said it was fetishizing, her reason for liking black men didn't seem like fetishizing. It seemed genuine. It seemed
like, yo, I like black dudes, but they got big.
Yeah, that's exactly.
No, that too, but shit.
Say that one. Say that. I'm defending you right now.
Nah, we ain't defending nobody. No.
It seemed kind of genuine though. I ain't gonna lie.
Big Rabbit was on screen, and then she like black man. Come on, big chocolate rabbit. Then she's like, let me get some of that.
I said her reasoning though. She said she like how their approach, how it's different from her culture. She genuinely wanted to experience something.
I just don't want to be fetishized. I want you.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the reason, then you have an issue with that. But I mean, you gotta talk and figure out if that's what it is, and then you can make a decision based on that.
Definitely.
That's fair. We get to a less pressing topic. I know that one was kind of like, damn, that's the toughest question. Do y'all believe in gender roles?
No.
You don't believe in gender roles?
I don't think so. I feel like, I mean, certain things I feel like men can do better, but I feel like I don't believe in gender roles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do this because I'm a woman. I feel like we can both do everything equally.
So who takes out the garbage?
We both do.
Okay.
Who pays the majority of the bills?
We both do.
Split it.
Yeah.
What you looking? You ain't splitting no bills, huh?
Nah.
All right.
So you believe in gender roles?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Where I'm from, the lady takes care of the house. The lady takes care of the man. Make him happy. And the bills, the shoppings, the dinners, the fees, the rent. That's the man. That's how we still go by.
There's gender roles.
So do women generally work over there? In Russia?
Yeah.
They do.
But you don't have to if you don't have to.
But if you do work, what do you do with your income?
Keep it to yourself.
That sound like very westernized. I personally can't be with no woman that is working and making her own money and talking about that money is for me. When I'm busting my ass working all these hours to provide a lifestyle for you, and I'm not saying that you got to go buy me shit, but I would appreciate if you use some of your money to.
No, of course, yeah.
Even if it go to a savings, some of it go to a savings, then you could do whatever. But when it's just like my money is your money is my money, then my money is my money, then that don't seem like an equivalent exchange to me personally. So, what about you? Still believe in gender roles?
Yes and no. I say yes because, like she said, like us women where I'm from as well, we take care of the household, the babies, the kids, and then the men go out and work, make the money. But honestly, like, I really wouldn't mind, working as well and like helping out and stuff. So, but I'll say no because I feel like sometimes, it hurts us as well because it's like we are expected to be, this type of person for society, and it's not good.
Okay. So with the gender roles being said, what value do y'all think y'all bring to a relationship to be worthy of that man, let's say paying all the bills for you? Like,
honestly, I think I bring everything.
That's not a good enough.
What you mean?
That's what every woman say to everything.
It sounds like I am the table.
So what does everything entail?
Well, you bring everything. Like.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Nah, you gotta tell us what everything is. Tell us something is that everything.
Loyalty.
Okay.
I'm wifey material. Like, do everything.
Oh, cool.
I can't put it any other way. Everything. That's it.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm scared. That's taking a risk. It's like gambling. You know, a word is just a word. You gotta, but you know, I gotta see your actions to believe that. I could say I'm gonna take care of you. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you, and I don't do it. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, we gotta know what everything has. What about you, Hannah?
So I feel like I don't know. I bring 100%. So I feel like I know she said everything, but I feel like I bring loyalty. You know, like support. Somebody like who will listen to you when you need. Somebody who be there for you, like in everything. Like if something goes down, I'm there. Like you know, I bring respect and love, patience, kindness.
This sound
vulnerability, you know, you gotta be vulnerable. We take time with each other, open up, like.
That's better. That's much better. Okay.
What about you?
You making them faces like I don't think you bring that to the table. Like I am the table. Like I know you gonna say that wasn't.
She rubbing her leg.
Nah, like my relationship, I only have one that relationship with African guy. So quote unquote, what he said, he was like, "You ain't gotta do nothing, just have to give me respect." You know, I think that's the most important thing that every man wants from a woman. And when I say respect, is like when you're in a room.
That's a fact. The most important thing a woman can bring to a man is respect, cooperation, and femininity.
Around 100 people, and everyone's just bashing on your man, and you know that he's wrong, you're gonna be that one person to step up and be like, nah, he's my man, and it doesn't matter that he's wrong, you're gonna step and you're gonna, you know, be on his side against 100 people. So I think that's the most important thing. You know, the love, the passion, the vulnerability, or however you say that, it comes after. But I think respect, you know, and standing up for that one person is the most important thing.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all sound good and shit, but I don't know if I'm paying y'all bills after hearing that shit. I can get, you know what I'm saying? Niggas could, I could pay for respect. I could pay for a lot of that shit. Like I do admire the stuff that you had on there, but you know what I'm saying? Like it takes more. You get what I'm saying? Like the vulnerability, that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? Loyalty, respect, we get that. But you can get I get respect from my peers. You get what I'm saying? I understand you. Now, what you could add to that is saying, okay, you respect me and you standing up for me because you're a ride or die, right? That would be. But at the same time, when we done whatever I'm doing, let me know what I'm doing wrong. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I'm because you can't be telling me being my yes man and I'm just thinking yo, rah, yeah, my girl with me. Yo, when we get to back, yo, I was defending you, but you sound a little crazy, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like honesty. Yeah, we need honesty and we need, you know, women to be our peace. You know what I'm saying? Our day to be easier. You know what I'm saying? With y'all.
Yeah, I think the reason this question even comes up because you know y'all probably heard the influx of why do men ask what women bring to the table. I think because men are feeling like we're not getting the same value back. So
definitely,
if I'm paying for bills or whatever the case is for every woman, and then every woman is saying, well, I am everything or I am the table. Y'all don't differentiate yourselves from other women. You know what I mean?
Everybody's saying that shit.
If every woman is saying that, y'all not really special to that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when we do ask those questions, we want reassurance. Like, if I am providing and being a leader for you and providing this for you, what am I going to get in return? And a lot of men are feeling like we're not getting the same value in return. Not all men, but some men are feeling like we're not getting the same value. It's just the same pussy I got yesterday, the same everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. So now men are like, you know what? Listen, man, if I got to work hard to bust my ass to protect you and do all this, I need to know what I'm going to get in return. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's why I asked that question, because we just curious to know what women provide to men. Like, you know what I mean? So any thoughts on this, King?
No, you got it.
All right, so
real quick though, I do want to ask y'all, like, do you guys feel like you were raised to be wives?
No.
Okay. So do you think that impacts like kind of how you handle relationships going forward? Do you think that's something you can just learn on the go type of thing?
I mean, I didn't sit there and got taught in a school how to learn to be a wife. I just observed, from my mom, how she treats my dad and what she does for him.
So I mean, that's part of being. I guess you can say. You're getting groomed because you're seeing it from experience.
Yeah,
it's not like no white school.
I was about to say I don't sit she didn't teach me how I sit down in school and stuff like that. But definitely observed and looked at what
Yeah, I'm very.
You know, TV plays a part. Like,
Yeah, I'm very surprised that y'all said no, cause
on TV and.
I'm very surprised that y'all said no, cause I know you said that back where you from, like y'all raised to be wives, basically.
Yeah, but I grew up with a single mom, so it was always like family against the man, against the world. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did that like kind of shape your narrative towards men?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, so how did you overcome that? Because without
come to America.
Oh, I mean, I guess. Like,
and you said that was your one relationship.
Yeah.
So what was so different about him that like made you want to get in a relationship with him?
Persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I don't know.
You had the bag?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
He had the bag?
Yeah.
I just big enough. That's what I was supposed to say. He's an African prince. Like, hey, yo.
He had multiple women too?
No.
Just you?
Just you?
Just me, yeah.
Oh. Or just you the only one that you thought you was?
Huh?
I'm telling
that
you.
Casamigos hitting me.
That's the only one that she knew about. Like,
Muslim men believe they can have multiple wives, right?
Yeah, and he was Muslim, so yeah, his dad had like 4 wives. He got like 20 brothers and sisters.
You have been okay with that?
Yo, you good? You set up? I got you in your little castle over here. We good.
Yeah.
Can I get a shot of Casamigos?
So with a shot, your answer be yes?
It depends on situation, you know?
He taking care of you, right?
If he's taking care of me, if I'm okay with the other wife, you know? It has levels to it, but... girl!
Yeah, don't be quiet. Yo, let her speak her truth. You know what I'm saying?
It depends. It all depends. But, you know, I know how people are, you know, there's never gonna be a one woman. Like, nowadays, I don't believe a man is not gonna cheat. Especially black man.
Why is that special?
Why especially?
No. There can never be one girl.
So
never.
Billy can't have more than one girl? Tom can't have more than one girl?
Shit, I don't have
Russian men can't have more. Russian niggas is knocking shorty down. What are you talking about? You don't think they fucking out there?
Nah.
No?
Yeah, all right.
Wait, you said your mom was single, right?
Huh?
Your mom was single, right?
Yeah.
Why was she single?
Because your dad probably fucked some. For real.
You ain't gotta get around.
You ain't gonna pay black men as his own shit. And you gonna hear about Brad and everybody else.
Black men always get the flag for all the negative stereotypes, know what I mean? But everybody else is doing the same shit.
Everybody
same shit.
They cheat.
Oh yeah. Everybody cheats.
I can't let that narrative run. Like, it's only black men that don't know how to be faithful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think you guys are the ones that get caught.
No, no.
Yes.
No.
Yo, Joe.
Because I'm not even going. Look,
you just said you was in a relationship and you was the only woman, right?
Yeah.
So you think
you ain't even experienced the shit. A black man cheating on you, have you?
No.
So why you think this? Like, where you getting this from? Like,
America.
America.
Okay. You got women telling you this?
No, I have my own 2 eyes.
Oh, you see niggas cheating? Is what you're saying?
Listen, I work. I'm a bartender at the strip club.
Well, you in the wrong thing.
If you bartended in the strip club,
that's the place you see all the shit. That's the place you see.
So you ain't seen no white man throw no hands?
Not yet.
She ain't in no strip club.
Oh, okay. You gotta level up. You gotta get to the Kitty Cat 3000 or some shit.
The gentleman's club. They be I think that's just a narrative that I can't respect, man. Like I said, we just paint black men, and that's the crazy part. If you feel this way about black men, because you said you learned that from America, you said you like black men, right?
I like all men.
Nah, she like all men. Yo, spin the tape back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you said earlier like you love black men. So if you know that black men can't stay faithful, then why do you love them so much? Like,
I'm gonna tell you why they quick to throw that bag, because they fetishize over her like, you know, she would fetishize over them. Whoever's spending that money, and this is my problem with some women, because they take the opportunity to be bought, and I can't stand that shit. It just irks me, like in my blood. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't be bought. I'm saying.
I mean, that's gonna be tough. Women gonna be rough to the beginning of the time. Like, they ain't gonna change. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man.
That was interesting that you said that. All right, so getting to my next topic. Do y'all think there's a fear amongst women? Let me ask this question two sides. Who do you think is more of a fear from in being in relationships, men or women? Who fear relationships more?
Women. I would say women, honestly, because of all the infidelity. You know, it could be from like past relationships. You know, us just getting hurt and making sure that like we are like the only ones, you know, in the relationship, which is obviously not true, like she said. You know, so.
But you know, a study just came out that women cheat more than men.
Nah, I don't think that, honestly.
No, it's an official study.
You're telling me, but like I said, I don't think that.
No, okay. I'm just telling you the facts.
It wouldn't work against y'all.
Yeah, you don't believe that, man. Now Google is a liar and shit, man.
So, who you think is more fearful of being in relationships, men or women?
I mean, I would say women, because like she said, like it really depends on like what you experienced in past relationships and stuff like that. But I feel like social media plays like a lot of part on like how men are viewed by women and like how they are supposedly like how they act, and like the stereotypes of men is portrayed a lot in movies and shows and stuff like that. So I feel like we look on social media and like on TV and stuff, and we see like those, and we take it from there, and like we use that, and we think that that's what the truth is. But not every person is like that. You know what I mean? It's just like and like I feel like social media like you know plays a part on like how women and how people view men, because a lot of the times they're portrayed as like the players or like
That's a fact. And that's only a small percentage of men. Most men don't get girls. Most girls don't like most men. Only the top 20 to 10% of men get all the girls, especially the white dudes, because most girls in this country don't like other races of men besides their own. And the sad reality is that most black guys don't even get no commitment from their own race of women. So they try to date out and they still get criticized about that. And then when white girls date out, they get criticized about that too. So it's like a revolving door. The men get a bad reputation because the girls go on social media and bash the dudes because they only mess with the small percentage of guys, and the other guys and the guys that don't get noticed by the girls just sit back, play video games, and don't do nothing in their life. So at the end of the day, nobody ain't good for each other, because what's going on is that social media is brainwashing the people to think that most people bad, most women bad, most men are bad, when it's only like a small percentage of people who's committing all the, you know what I'm saying, bullshit that's going on in the country.
Whatever.
Which women admire most of the time. The nigga that's being the player,
yeah,
y'all want that nigga.
That is true.
Y'all
but I'm
chase him.
saying, I feel like a lot of the times that's what we base our opinions off of, is what we see in social media, what we see outside in the world. You know what I mean?
But it's funny y'all get y'all insight from the social media when social media is like made to promote the negative. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna see like people get married and all the like good stuff on social media. They promoting like niggas cheating, women fighting each other over a man, and all this ugly shit.
Yeah.
So if that's where you get your insight from, you're not gonna want to be in a relationship.
Right. This kind of just proves how gullible some women are.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking at it, how much women lose their house? How much women lose all their money? How much women lose the power over their children? Y'all might go through a lot of stress, but that's back and forth. A man could go through stress in a relationship as well. You lose your womb, but you gave up your womb, so that's you putting yourself at that risk at that point. So a man really loses a lot in a relationship, especially with a marriage.
What about you, Miss Russia? How you feel about this?
Wait.
Who's more fearful of being in a relationship?
Oh man.
Why do you think so?
I mean, depends on the situation, but just how I said, in our culture, the man is the income, the stability, the house, what's that thing called? The material one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, depression and all that for a woman, but materialistically speaking, definitely a man.
What y'all think about that? Cause I think I got my answer.
Who's more fearful?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say women, because, like you said, women spend a lot of time on social media, and if that's where you're getting it from, you're not gonna want to be in a relationship. And we talk to a lot of women here, and we hear a lot of women say that they don't want to get married and all this commitment and all this stuff. And I might have to go with the women.
You already said the men, right?
Yeah.
Damn, that was a great point that you made. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I was gonna say men.
Mm-hmm.
I still I'm leaning towards the men, but you know, it's like, I don't know, it's tough. I do think men, because just like how women have seen, you know, on social media, all these negative stereotypes about men cheating and men abusing women, and men on the other end now, especially in this, you know, new era, I guess, men have been seeing the opposite. So now we're seeing all women going out there cheating on us for another guy with more money.
Facts.
A woman half naked on social media for validation for men, because they just, the dopamine is kicking in because they're getting likes and comments and hard eyes, whatever the case is. You go to the club with your homeboys and you see a girl popping a pussy on stage, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even know she was doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think, and then obviously we talk about marriage and divorce and things of that nature, and now men are starting to hear other men that have went through divorces and see how much they lost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers committing suicide because of these divorces, because they don't lost their kids, the house, half of their income that they worked so hard to build. Now they got their alimony, all of this other craziness. So I think, like I said, social media is painting this narrative. You know what I mean? We're only seeing the negative, but I think a lot more men are seeing the negative sides of what happens in a relationship. We just had
which one is reality? One is fake. Are we really going back and forth? One is fake.
Yeah, that's
one
true.
is literally fake.
And then men are seeing things like being falsely accused in relationships and having their career jeopardized and ruined and stuff like that. We just had with Gervonta Davis and, you know, his situation where she lied about, you know, being abused, and that could jeopardize his whole, you know, career.
Amber Heard.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Amber Heard, like, you know, there's things that happen that, you know, ultimately is a result of being in a relationship or being in a relationship with somebody that could hurt a man's reputation that he can't come back with. You know what I mean? So,
can I ask y'all, what leverage do we have as men
in a relationship?
Yeah, what leverage do we have? I mean, when it comes to, like, you know, ending something, like if you're in a committed relationship or you're married, what leverage do we have? Because the woman word holds more value when it comes to that debate.
I mean, well, if you get married, your leverage should be like set before you get married. Like, you gotta get a prenup. You know what I mean? Realistically, you gotta get a prenup. You know what I mean? Protect your assets. Huh?
Is that happening?
What you mean? Is that happening? Oh, you mean everyday life?
Yeah, people.
Oh no, I mean, I'm just saying that's what you should do. I'm not saying it's happening, but
I'm talking about real life.
Oh, I mean, well, if you're talking about what's actually happening,
we have no leverage once we get married. A woman, even if it's not even going to that, the Gervonta Davis, all she can say is, "Hey, he beat my ass." Who they gonna believe, me or her? Oh, he touched the kid. Who they gonna believe, me or her? If I say, "Oh, she beat my ass," they gonna laugh at me. If I say she touched the kid, get out my face, brother. Go to the courts.
Yeah, I
gotta go to the courts.
I've seen them pictures with Blueface. He got a black eye and all that, and they laughing. Like, they in the comments laughing at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mad about when he got scratched up, laughing at him. But let old girl have a black eye, bro. They be throwing him under the jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
she could beat her own ass and say he did it. Like, you don't know.
I mean, that is true. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was a.
So where did you land? I ain't hear your answer.
Now I gotta go with the fellas. I'm gonna say I think fellas are more I think fearful of commitments, you know, which is why men don't really try to get into relationships like that. That's why they'll keep, you know, a woman along for that ride and not commit, because obviously there's certain responsibilities that might come with that. You get what I'm saying? So
I think women rush into relationships, but I think marriages is more like, I don't know. I think the fear is more like marriages, not relationships. They're rushing into a relationship, but to
relationships, like how much men spend money on women in relationships just for them to still cheat with the next nigga, still walk out his life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Steph Curry wife still wanted people to find her attractive when she got one of the baddest light skinned men in the industry right now. You know what I'm saying?
You just call Steph Curry.
I don't know how they would say it, but he's the most successful light skinned dude out here right now. And you still want
say most sought after.
Okay, whatever. I don't really care.
Oh, well, the baddest.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just saying he's out there. He's rich.
I heard you say that.
You know what I'm saying? He's settled. He got everything. She still was looking for attention from men outside of their relationship. Not saying she really wanted to cheat or anything. She just wanted validation.
And
why you can't be happy with that man? He complimenting you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I feel like also it comes within yourself too. Like you have to be confident within yourself. Like when you be out there, like how you said how she needs validation from other people, other men. Like you should already have that for yourself. You know what I mean? You shouldn't need like validation from other people, outside people, because other people don't matter like that. I feel like that's my opinion.
I appreciate that.
Get into my before we get into this next, hit that like button and subscribe, man. I ain't gonna hold you. We dropping heat over here, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hear the conversations. Make sure y'all hit that membership button too, because y'all get these episodes early, and y'all gonna get some exclusive episodes that even our regular subscribers not even gonna get. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all hit that. You know what I mean? So I'm getting to my next topic. Is a lack of femininity like an issue in your community when it comes to women? Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard a white woman say, I'm in my masculine?
Good question.
Have you ever heard of, I'm trying to get to a certain point that I'll get to later, but have you ever heard a Hispanic woman say, I'm in my masculine?
No, not really, honestly.
Do Russian women, are they in their masculine? Have you ever heard them say that?
After we get married for 20 years, yeah. But before that,
after 20 years of marriage,
after 20 years of marriage, you
might have to wrestle a nigga by then.
So how important do you think femininity is to y'all when it comes to a relationship?
Very important.
Why do you say that?
Because I feel like we should be valued a lot more. I feel like men are like physically stronger and they're better like in leadership roles, and we are more like nurturing, caring, loving individuals, in my opinion.
Oh, you gotta say that louder, girl. I like that.
What about you, Hannah? How important do you think femininity is?
I feel like it is important because you want to look sexy for your man. You want to look cute for him and stuff like that. But I feel like you don't always have to be that way. You know what I mean? Like all the time. You're not always gonna be 100%.
Do you think femininity with just attractiveness, or you think there's more to femininity than just attractiveness?
Yeah, I feel like it's more to it than just the attractiveness too, I guess. But it just depends on the person. I feel like me, I feel like I'm very feminine, but I feel like I could be masculine at the same time. I dress more masculine sometimes than I dress feminine. I be switching it up like that. But when it comes to actually being feminine, I don't know. I feel like it just depends.
I don't see you being masculine at all.
Yeah, even I dress could be
even if you dress like a boy.
I act like I am. I don't know if it's really.
Is this your tone when you're mad too?
No, I feel like I'm more stern. I talk like this all the time. I feel like kind of loud, this. I talk with passion. You know what I mean about certain things. So I feel like maybe that's different.
Do you think you're combative?
Combative?
Yeah.
Yeah, with certain things, of course. I'm not always gonna agree with my partner. I'm gonna have a different opinion with some things. You know what I mean? But that's when you compromise and talk shit out, communicate.
Okay, I like that.
That's not combative to me. You know what I mean? Having a difference of opinion. You know what I mean? I think it's about how you voice it. You know what I mean? And how you're able to
blatantly just
nitpick,
nitpick and argue with somebody just because, you know what I mean? How important is femininity to you?
Miss Russia.
Miss Russia. Yo, so stereotypically calling me Miss Russian.
I feel like it's only right.
You represent right now.
Call me Captain America. He black now too, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Give me shit.
Do you see yourself as feminine?
Huh?
Do you see yourself as a feminine?
50-50.
50-50?
50-50.
So what would be the masculine part of you?
The way I talk, my aggressiveness, the way I express myself sometimes, the way I sometimes probably rush to do things before talking to a man, getting approval, or something of that nature.
You paint yourself as a red flag right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
You do this in a relationship?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you definitely.
Okay.
So you was going well until you started saying that. That I don't know, man. You said you was married, right?
Engaged.
Okay. So you said you work at you're a bartender.
Yeah.
Do you think you use your femininity when you're, obviously working and things like that? Do you use femininity to your advantage when you're working? I know you went that motherfucker masculine as fuck. Like you ain't getting no tips.
You sweet talking. Nice day. Hello. Gotcha.
Oh, can I pass?
You don't pass. You don't answer. Your face said it all. You out here sweet talking Tom, Dick, and Harry, but being the meanie to your man.
She don't go to the Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like she went to Day Days with the rah rah.
Oh right, yeah.
Like,
and Jaja, don't get Jaja.
I do not know what that means, but
So I think I only asked this question because there usually is a sometimes men in our community we would hear from a group of women, a specific group of women, that they are in their femininity, they're in their masculinity a lot, and I think men value femininity. That's what attracts us to women in the first place. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so if I hear a woman that even when you said like, the way I talk is I'm very masculine, how I talk. To me personally, that's unattractive. Like that's not what attracts me to a woman. Her feminine energy is what attracts me to her. So if I hear a woman talk about, the way I talk is masculine, how I carry myself in some masculine. I'm turning the fuck off. I ain't gonna hold it.
That sound like me.
You try to knuckle. That sound like you?
I'm turning the fuck off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, can I ask why y'all didn't get married?
I left him.
You left him?
You left him?
Yeah.
Why?
You stupid.
He had the bag.
Yeah, but it was not the right person for me, I try to make it work, but I feel like,
But the personalities and the clique?
No, everything was clicked. I still, respect him and everything, but I just feel like, if it's your one true person, you will feel it.
So y'all got engaged, and then you realize, you know what? He ain't the one for me. Like, that's how that worked?
Yeah.
He was too nice?
Yes and no.
Yep.
You can be a lot of.
What kind of men do you like?
Clearly not Russian.
Can I get a shot of Casamigos?
Oh man,
Somebody get a shot.
We gonna come back to
that. Because like I said, I think, you know what I mean, that's the type of energy men, like I said, men are attracted to. So now that we in this era of women, I'll give you an example. If you talk to a man, right, and he says, I'm in my femininity until I can meet the right woman, would y'all find that man attractive? Would you find a feminine man attractive?
Okay, not when he's feminine in front of the boys or whatever, that's stereotypically, but like when you're alone with him, when you're cuddling, when he like lets you to see his soft side, his feminine side, that shit is hot. That's attractive. Like, you let me see the real you, the shit that nobody sees. And I know you guys agree with me.
Yes, I do agree with what she said.
So if a man approached you with his femininity, like, hey girl,
I know
I'd be like, hey. Nah, I mean, it just depends. Like, I feel like you can't really judge a person based on the first time you meet them. You think they're feminine. I feel like you gotta get to know them. Like,
but y'all would expect a man to lead in his masculinity. I'm correct.
Yes.
I mean, you started out the show by saying that what attracted you to black men was the masculine traits, right? So if a man's approach you with feminine traits, I'm assuming that would be a turn off for you.
Yes, it would be a turn off.
Okay, I mean, I beat around the bush over.
Do y'all understand when men are saying we find women that are masculine like unattractive? Y'all understand where that's coming from, or
what about a woman is like masculine that's unattractive?
if a woman's coming to talk to you like, yo, what's up, man?
It's not even your voice, it's your language, it's with the words you choose, like
how you carry yourself.
Yo, what's up? And
what's up?
you know what I'm saying?
What's up, my nigga? Like, see, you ain't even sorry saying that shit.
I be crying.
Like, what's up?
Nah, because I don't know. I just be having fun. I feel like I just be messing around. I feel like that's how I mess. Like,
I mean, yeah, messing around is cool. I mean, but I think men are attracted to women. So obviously, if you acting like a man, it's not going to be attractive. Like, it's just,
and we're not trying to
simple.
be challenged by every situation. You get what I'm saying? There's not two fucking kings in the house. It's a king and a queen, not a woman king and king. The shit doesn't exist.
Woman king and king.
that's why you communicate, though. You gotta coincide and communicate.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
I ain't see that movie, but the woman king have a boyfriend.
Nah, but there was a king in that movie though. Like I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's get back to you, man. You drink that Casa, man. What kind of men are you attracted to? What's your type? I want to get to the bottom of this real quick.
You know, sweet guys, cute guys, Latino guys, black guys, Asian guys, guys with the money.
Money guys, I know money guys.
That's the bottom of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, like,
but you had a money guy. You had a money guy. I don't understand. You had a money guy.
He probably cut that budget. Did he?
Did it? Does I have it?
It says a lot.
No. It wasn't all about the money. When it comes to relationship, I feel like, you know, even though I work in an industry where money is everything, the ballers, the this, you know, the showing off. But like, when it comes to a relationship, it's not all about the money. You know?
Not the cat.
Do you believe that?
Yeah,
but do you believe it?
I believe it because, listen, it's 21st century. Women, we can get our own money, you know? It's not 100 years ago when we couldn't work. Like, I make a bag. I make my own money. I can go right now to Louis store, spend money on myself, go have a dinner with my girl, you know? I can let myself live comfortably. Yeah. You know, if I want to go on vacation right now, I can do this for myself. So, you know, why would I chase a guy that cannot match me? So there's just only right that I would chase after a guy that's not chase, but, you know, look for a guy that has a little bit more than me that I could build up with and have more opportunities in life.
But what is he matching though? Like, you say, guy that can match you. What are you bringing to match him outside of money?
Outside of the money, education, business plans. I'm in school. I'm in university. You know, I'm getting my degree. I'm having business plans and opening up my business next year for the summer back home. So, you know, it's not like if you're empty-handed, empty-minded, okay, you're a gold digger. But if you have something behind you that you're leading, you have plans, you have vision, you're not a gold digger. You're just, you know, looking for another person. I don't think it's wrong.
So you willing to compete for that segment that you're looking for?
Compete for it?
Yeah.
In what ways?
Because he gonna have options.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you willing to compete for it?
To a certain point, yes.
What's the certain point? Like, what's the cutoff for you?
What's the cutoff?
Yeah.
Good question. Never thought about it. Never had a opportunity to think about it yet.
Have you competed for a man before?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So you're just talking shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think I should be staring at people. She just got that look like, yo, like, I don't know. Like, you got let me get to this next topic. How important is sex in a relationship?
I feel like sex is very important, but it's not like the main thing. You know, it's not everything in a relationship. You know, I feel like you have to, you know,
Stop the cap.
have sex. I feel like a lot of times it does release a lot of sex when you have. I mean, release a lot of stress when you have a lot of sex. Like when you have a healthy sex life, I feel like, you know, you're not arguing as much. Like, you know, both more at peace. You know, I feel like also when you like are open and have like time to explore with your partner, I feel like that's also fun. You know, like bring toys and like all that stuff. You know.
Okay.
What about you? How important is sex in a relationship?
I think sex is very.
Man, don't no nigga want no goddamn toys. If you a dude out here, dog, and you let your girl bring toys to the relationship, bruh, come on, man, you tripping. Fuck that. I only bring that shit or use them toys when I'm not around. If we getting it in, I don't need no goddamn toy.
Very important. I think it keeps you and your partner connected. You know, you spice things up with them, try new things, and of course, you know, become a swinger and have fun.
Swing-a-ling-a-ling.
Yes.
Swing-a-ling-a-ling. What's going on? Bell ring.
So y'all into girls too?
Hell yeah.
Yes. Everybody.
Yes.
Not everybody.
Of course. Are you into girls?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Clearly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Strictly dickly.
So, how important is sex to you in a relationship?
It's important, but it's also not important.
She ain't giving up no pussy, y'all. She ain't giving up the pussy, y'all. Yeah. She want the green. How not giving up what's in between?
Let me ask y'all a question. How important is pleasing your man in a relationship?
Very important.
So, if sex is not important, right? Like, so, but it is to him. Are you giving it up no matter what? Like,
I mean, I would say something right now, but I can't.
Say what you want to say. Keep it real.
I think, you know, sex is important, but if you're very good at head, that's like 80% of the thing that every man's need.
You saying that you're very good at head?
I'm not saying that. I'm not denying. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. But I think it's also a very important aspect.
So you gonna make sure you're good, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's a lot. As long as it's compromise. So for you, let me go back to Hannah real quick. So let's say you guys are ultra compatible, right? Everything is clicking on all cylinders, but he doesn't satisfy you sexually. Would that be a turn off for you? Could that be a deal breaker in a relationship?
No, you just gotta communicate. Yeah. You know, I mean, you don't tell him like, oh, I'm not into you, or like, I don't want to have sex with you. You gotta communicate.
Not into you.
Yeah, no, like, wait. Sorry, I forgot. Wait, what was your question again? Wait, I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
I'm saying, like, if he's not good in the bed, but y'all are compatible in other areas, would that be a deal breaker in a relationship?
How would you communicate to him?
Turn Pornhub.com on and be like,
communicate like, yo, I want to use this toy. I want to do this. I want to, watch porns together. Like, do anything that you're into. Just bring it to their attention and just be like, this is what I'm into. I don't know.
Okay, what about you? Everything clicking on all cylinders, but he not performing in the bedroom.
No, I think that shit would be a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
I need to get pleasure too, so it's not happening.
Yeah, okay.
But are you willing to teach him though? Like?
Yeah, of course. But I think I would rather like him to already to know like, you know, how to pleasure me and things like that.
You know, coochies is like fingerprints. They ain't not one the same. Like, it's different coochies all over the world. So how would I know how to pleasure your coochie if I was fucking all these other coochies? I can make it feel good, but to make you feel good,
I mean, I could tell you what spots, you know, what spots to touch, you know, touch it like lightly, you know, harder, you know. So.
Okay, I can respect that.
I think too. That's why I think that puts a lot of pressure on men. What you just said. Because now men have that extra pressure to perform in the bedroom, so this is why you might see men go out and get all this experience with other women, so that when they do deal with you, they can knock it out the park. Because obviously you ain't gonna tolerate. You give him one try, if he don't knock it out the park, he not gonna get a second try, he definitely not getting a third try. So men are feeling like, I gotta get my experience up because I want to be able to satisfy these women that I'm gonna have sex with. But women, on the other hand, if you don't have your best performance, a guy still he gonna still hit it the second time just to make sure that first time a guy will give a woman a second and even a third chance more than a woman will give a guy a second and a third chance. So, you know what I mean? So so let me get you already said what you had to say. So what's your thoughts on this? How important is sex in a relationship?
I believe sex is a tremendous part of a relationship. You know what I mean? So I think when you don't satisfy your partner, you leave like room for I want to say like other
Curiosity.
people. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Curiosity. So it's like, all right, if I ain't doing it, somebody else gonna do it. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure your partner is satisfied, and that's on both ends. And sex is a great tool to release stress. You know what I mean? Come closer together, all that stuff. So I mean, I think it's a big part of relationships. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What about you, Joe? Yeah, man. Time is ticking. If I ain't sticking, you get what I'm saying? Like we gotta be loving and rubbing and all that.
Put that on a t-shirt.
And I hate to point that out there, but these are one of the things that separates your relationship from any other relationship you have. You have a relationship with your family, your friends, but sex is the only thing you do with your partner that you can't do with nobody else. You get what I'm saying? So it's very important that you guys satisfy each other. And like I said, y'all could watch porn. You could show me which porn you think might suit to pleasure you, and I could do the same or whatever. There's other ways, but everybody gotta get their nut off. It's very important.
Amen.
And I think women sometimes they want to be in the monogamous relationship, but they not willing to do what it takes to satisfy their partner. And I think that's very selfish. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? If you can't satisfy your partner, you might want to get a tag team partner. You know what I mean? For
Ladies, just because a nigga nut don't mean he was satisfied with your sexual performance. You get what I'm saying? A nut is just a nut. I could get one myself. I could get one with your help, but that don't mean it was the best thing ever.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I noticed, I came to New York 2 months ago, right? I want to ask you guys, what's up with all this ass eating topic?
Oh, actually, ask him.
Bro, stop, bro. You got your ass ate, my nigga.
Oh, you didn't get your ass ate.
Wait, you talking about the?
No.
Which one you talking about? The guy eating the grass? Or?
No. I know everybody in New York eating girls' asses. That's the thing. That's the fetish. That's the New York. That's the top cheese.
But I don't know what the clubs you've been bartending at.
In the Bronx? You in the Bronx?
Ew.
She been here 2 months and she already know the Bronx.
I haven't even went to Bronx.
So where you be at?
Queens get the money.
Oh, okay. I'm from Brooklyn, man.
No. Okay, I'm the interviewer right now. So what's up with guys getting their ass ate? You guys like it? All of you. All of
your
you.
experience.
Yeah.
Well, from my experience, you feel me? It happened to me one time by mistake, you feel me? Like,
you asked for it or?
You served the salad and she tossed it.
Nah.
With the ranch dressing?
She was giving me the neck. You know what I mean? She worked her way down there and hit me by surprise, you feel me?
Peekaboo!
So I didn't like it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Wait, how you move her head down there talking about she hit it by surprise? Like, you moved her head down there, like.
What?
You had to spread your cheeks for it to happen.
Yeah.
You gotta spread your cheeks. What the fuck? No.
Wait, come on. How you know? You ate a nigga ass before? Or?
And that's the question for our next conversation.
Somebody put it to the mess. Nah. But nah. I ain't like it though. So that it only happened to me.
Why you didn't like it?
It felt like, what the fuck you doing, man? That's what it felt like in my head. What the fuck you doing, man? I actually mushed her forehead, like back up.
What about you guys?
Nah.
She ain't like that answer.
She thinking about her again.
So clearly that's something you like doing. Huh?
No.
You don't like doing it, but you'll do it.
But you'll do it.
For the right man, for the right time, fuck yeah.
Let me ask you a question. How does one go? Like, what's the scenario that you would eat a guy? Like, how does that work? Like, does he say, "Yo, my ass is right here"? Like, how'd that go? He spread his cheeks, and you just put your tongue. Like,
I think first I would have to have this finger ringed.
Okay.
Oh, so you never? Wait, come on, man. So you did it when you was engaged? Is what you're saying?
Bruh, she's not answering.
So break down the scenario where that would happen. Do you initiate it? Does he tell? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. I would have to be married to do that. If I'm married with the person and he likes it, you know.
All right, but y'all.
But how's that conversation coming up? Is you like? Are you asking or is he telling you? Like,
I guess 2 shots of Casamigos, just how I did right now, and the question is popping up.
I also want to ask the swinger community out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to use them tongues and do other things. So I'm saying, is that a part of y'all foreplay? I mean,
nah.
Y'all arsenal?
Nah, I don't do none of that. I don't like getting my ass ate, and I don't know. I just don't. I feel like you take a shit from that hole. Like, come on now.
Yo,
like,
you my friend.
So, like,
you my... What she said.
I'm not too open about it, but I guess maybe for the right person, but nah.
Anyway, how many time we got left? 5 minutes. All right. So let me ask this one last question. Which one is more important to y'all, career or family?
For me, I would say family, honestly. Like, if I could pick both, I would pick both, but family is the most important thing for me, because family is everything, and, like, without your family, I feel like you got nobody but yourself. And, at any moment, like, they can just, like, die and pass away and stuff like that, so I always pick my family first.
And what about you?
I would say family as well, because career, I feel like you can like make a career with your family. You can be like you can go out and like buy a farm, like
Oh, you so sweet.
Make your own food, sell your own food, and like do that shit together.
You sound like you save your man money. Your man save money with you?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna applaud that nigga. God damn, he saving money.
Shout out to that nigga.
Of course, he's always with me. He's not best friend.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so which one do you think is more important to you?
Family.
I was expecting you to say career.
I was.
I think you was gonna say career until they said family. I can't say that.
You should have asked that first.
Too late now.
Anyway, man, we appreciate y'all for pulling up again. Let them know where they can follow you at.
Follow me on Instagram, Sosa Lady. I'll be turning up on their lit ass show.
Follow me at.
That's right.
Yeah.
You want to sing something real quick for?
I'm gonna do the song I always do.
I feel like put you on the spot.
I'm a very private person, so
I know you want him to come to clubs, but
again, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like, different types of perks. You know what I mean?
The background is like a color, and then they just have the hanging microphone and then the.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
They did have Crew Records on the way, like.
It's easy to understand what the currency of Africa will be backed by. It's the easiest currency in the world to back. Very good. And for me, the Freedom Coin is a gold coin. And people used to ask me, so what are you going to do, crypto and this and that? I said, crypto in America is crypto. My crypto in Africa is not the American crypto. So my crypto in Africa is that you have paper. I'm giving you gold. And that gold, anytime you can flip it to the paper. But if you don't flip it to the paper, your value is going up.
You do OnlyFans as well. Do your parents know? Supportive, not supportive?
So my mom knows. She actually just told her about the OnlyFans. She's been knowing that I'm a dancer since I started. My stepdad knows I'm a dancer, but he doesn't really, he doesn't know about the OnlyFans just because he has a pretty antiquated view on, the internet's there forever and safety and stuff like that. So he doesn't really.
When you say antiquated view, what do you mean?
I think it's just a boomer / Gen X perspective that.
What perspective is that?
That you.
What is the antiquated perspective?
Yeah, that you shouldn't post that stuff on the internet.
Just like conservative?
I guess that would be conservative.
And is that antiquated or is that?
I mean, I would.
It's definitely more common amongst older populations.
Wait, so do your parents, do they know that you're? They said they know that you dance, or?
Does. Yeah, so they both know that I dance. My mom knows that I do OnlyFans. Okay. My biological dad does not know either. As far as I'm aware.
And is your mom? Is she supportive?
Yes, she's all about me getting my money.
She's all about you making your money. What about your dad?
Biological dad or stepdad?
Both.
Well, my stepdad also doesn't really care as long as I'm safe. That's like the main thing for him, and the same thing for my mom. But he's also wants me to be self-sufficient and stuff like that. So that's like really their main concern is my self-sufficiency.
Couldn't you be self-sufficient though without?
It's a lot more difficult. So I did as a young person, the only options that I have, for a job is entry-level stuff, and then also like fast food work and stuff like that. I could work my way, as a manager in a fast food restaurant, but that's really the highest up position that I could get.
And then Nala, I think you maybe talked a bit.
So my dad, my entire family knows. My mom and I don't speak anymore. She's very religious, conservative, and we've never had a good relationship throughout my entire life. It didn't even matter when I was a pastor's kid.
Yeah.
My dad found out and everything, very just supportive of me. He is still a Christian. He loves me. Me and my dad have had a really good relationship throughout the years. I financially support my family because they're retired now and have like kids who have kids, and like my nieces and nephew need like things sometimes. So I love to give money to my family because I have it and they're still part of my family. Like I care about them. So even if I didn't speak to them, I wouldn't care. Like, I made the decisions I made, and I'm being very smart about it. And obviously, I know that OnlyFans is not the end result. I went to college to be a dental hygienist, and I worked in an orthopedic office scheduling surgeries and stuff. I had big girl jobs with big girl benefits that didn't pay the bills. So I'm like, listen, I have huge pursuits, like snowboarding. Snowboarding's expensive. I want to be tutored in Japanese. That's expensive. Like, I wanted things that I couldn't achieve with a normal job, and like something that men think that I should be doing, So me pursuing this OnlyFans career gave me so much freedom to expand as a human being. And I was like, wow, like this is what I want to do. And again, this won't last forever.
Just get a curiosity. You couldn't have gone snowboarding and learned Japanese without doing OnlyFans?
What I was telling you is that it costs money that I didn't have. Doing things like being a surgery scheduler, working like I said, I went to college. Like I got my little degree and everything, and that got me nowhere.
Especially with this economy right now.
It's so bad. I could not live in California doing what I did. Absolutely not. It's so bad. And then I was like, I had to get a second job as a female who doesn't have a boyfriend I wasn't being supported by anyone. So I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm really good at having a presence online, and I pursued so much. I don't just do OnlyFans. And OnlyFans is really like my content for OnlyFans is slowed down so that I could pursue bigger things that led me down different financial routes. So again, this was a starter, not an ender.
Can I ask one question about to all the girls that do OnlyFans? Because Lauren knows y'all make a lot of money, and I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I make jokes at work, and I'm like, I work obscene amount of hours to not make anywhere near as much money. But there is a part of me that's also wondering, like you said, you can't do this forever. No. And when you go back into, let's say, civilian life, you're gonna look at everything and be like, I'm not gonna accept any of this because you're gonna make a eighth of what you made.
So it's not about that. What I'm trying to do is set myself.
I almost want to answer on.
You're gonna make money. No. But
because
the point of making
you're smart.
The point of making that much money.
I was about to say, like,
I'm not going back to a normal job.
If you're smart, but that's the whole point.
If you're smart,
so you're investing.
Not every girl is.
You're investing.
No, they're not.
No. Hold on. I think, perhaps you don't have any history on Nala. Nala, let me ask you a question. If you wanted to retire today, could you?
1,000,000%. I could have retired a year ago.
So it's, you're not familiar with Nala, but I think asking her that specific, granted, there are women who do OnlyFans who, they will face that challenge, but I think Nala here is an exceptional learner.
You're an exception for it.
Well, it's just so much more about growing yourself as a person and not just growing and making content and taking pictures of yourself. That doesn't help you do anything bigger. And then when you're making this much money as such a young person, you're like, wow, this is the time to be an adult. You need to set up for your future self. Like, you need to think of like the future Nala and be like, you know what, she'd want to be comfortable too. And she would want to continue sending her parents money. I know that for a fact because I don't feel like I'm changing anytime soon. So that was the biggest purpose of this, and I felt so steady in my decision making through this and financial just like maneuvering. I'm so thankful that I did what I did.
I have quick question. if you went to your parents and you asked them, you said, I have a choice. I can either quit doing all of this tomorrow, right, and go get a job for like a tenth of this, or I can continue to do this and send you money. Which one do you think they would ask?
My mom would say, absolutely quit. My dad, he'd be like, oh my God, no, why would you ever quit?
Your dad would say that?
My dad would say that I send money to my dad so that he can be comfortable with like,
he's
their
a
family.
pastor?
No, he's not a pastor anymore. They stopped being a pastor when I was like 18.
Okay, but he was, and he retained his faith, right?
He did. I'm his daughter, though. I'm not just some stranger. He's like, you know what? If I want her in my life.
Doesn't that make it worse? Like, wouldn't that make it
Absolutely
worse?
not. Don't you have to accept your kids for who they are?
What?
And so
what?
No.
So wait.
Guys, one mic at a time.
Are you
One
just
mic at a
saying
time.
that, like,
I'll let
let's
you
just
come in.
say,
Go ahead.
I'll answer the
if you had a kid and they were doing OnlyFans, what, you just disown them because they made a bad decision?
Until they clean their life up, yeah.
You're bad.
Wow, that's
My family would
bad parenting?
My family would 100% disown me.
Okay, well then,
100%.
What about you're a bad kid?
No,
Okay, we're allowed to make bad
Guys, please.
Yeah, you can-
One person speaking at a time. Go
You
ahead.
can think your
then you
kid
guys
is
can talk.
bad.
Go ahead.
You can think your kid is bad and disagree with their life choices, sure, but as a parent, you're supposed to be like a guiding figure and a loving figure, and part of
they've
that is not
rejected
abandoning them in their time of need. And if you want to talk about Christianity, if you want to talk about Christianity, if you want to talk about like God and Jesus and the countless stories there are in the Bible of like still
I gotta respond to this. I gotta respond to this. Okay, listen. First of all, let's dive into this just a little bit. Okay, my daughter calls me up and she's like, "Hey, Dad, I'm still going to be doing OnlyFans, but I'm kind of thinking about not doing it." Right? I would say, "Yes, absolutely, don't do it." In her situation, she's like, "No, he would totally be cool with it."
You're saying you would disown your child. You're saying you would say, "Be gone, child."
What was the context? The context is until what?
The context was we asked the question was straightforwardly asked. If you found out your daughter had OnlyFans, what would you do?
And I said until she cleaned up, I would not be participating with her or allow her in my life.
You said you would
probably easier
disown her.
Why is that awful?
Because you're not supporting your child anymore.
Yeah, I'm not supporting bad, horrible decisions that they're making.
But you shouldn't disown
I'm making them face
A
consequences.
decision doesn't make them as a whole, though.
Yeah, the thing.
You all know better. You literally told me you know for sure what you're doing is bad, and you're just going to do it anyway. And then you're like, "Dad, support it. It's crazy."
Who said it's bad though?
That's crazy.
Even what Nala said, she said her dad doesn't support. She might not support what she does, OnlyFans, whatever. But he's like, you know what? You're my daughter, and if that's what you want to do with your life, that doesn't.
Yeah,
mean
but
I'm saying go and do that.
Yeah, but are you sure that this isn't just
But I love
cope?
you, and I'm still gonna be in your
Are
life.
you sure that's not just cope? Because the same thing could happen to you.
Well, that's not true at all, though.
Yeah, isn't it though?
Because-
Isn't it really cope? You're just upset because your parents might actually do this to you. They might make you feel the consequences
Well,
of
then
this,
let
right?
them. And then what? You're just an
You don't
independent
care.
without parents that don't.
So if you don't care if they disown you, why would you say they're a bad parent?
No, of course I care.
I'm calling you a bad parent.
One at a time.
Do you think your daughter? Do you think your daughter would care if you abandoned her?
Yeah,
Very
it's
simple.
not abandoning it. You're
You're
abandoning
saying
an
you
adult.
disown her.
An adult?
Yes, you cannot. There is no age that you cannot abandon your
Stuck
child.
with your kids when they're 60 and making bad choices
You
in
don't
your
have to
80s?
support them.
What?
You don't make bad decisions. You don't have to say, okay, you don't have to say every decision they do is good. You don't have to support every decision they do. But that is very distinct than disowning your own child. And I hope we can all agree.
Do you know
on
what
that
a
here.
limit is? Do you know
Yeah,
what-
you're
do you know
allowed
what-
to have. Let's make it
Stop being so
scenario.
emotional and be logical for 5 seconds.
I am being
Here,
logical.
go ahead. Go ahead.
For me, so my mom, she's extremely Catholic. She grew up in the Philippines, like the only place where divorce is illegal. And when she first found out, obviously there was this
I want to try to reel
I have a
other
big
people
question
into
though.
the
For me, it's
conversation.
like, what if you committed adultery against your wife, and then your kid found out about that and disowned you because
Should
you
my
did
wife
that?
abandon me? Should my wife abandon me when I commit adultery and do something she doesn't
I'm talking
like?
about the daughter.
No,
Is
answer
it
my
right for-
question. Hang on. This
But
is
you
a
didn't answer
perfect.
my question.
wife. So
Is
my
it a question with a question?
Yeah. I'll
Oh,
answer.
okay.
So I'll answer. Then you answer. So the answer is yes. I would. But
Sorry. I did say that she could go, so
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Good. So I was saying is I feel like, so me and my mom were distant, at a point when she found out, but then I feel like as a mother, like she just understands, one, from her for a Catholic perspective, it's not mine, it's that everyone has their own sins. She has no place to judge me because she has her own things. And then the other thing is she noticed, like when we're talking about bad life choices and your kid coming back when their life's cleaned up, my mom realized I was always just on a better path when I had her love in my life. Like when I was distant from her, then I was going further into things that she didn't want to see me in, because just having your parents' love is just kind of motivating. Having your parents' acceptance, any goal you have of your kid just doing better for themselves will be easier when they know that their parent loves them. Even if you know, I don't support this, I don't want to hear about this, but I still love you. Maybe you barely talk to them every day, but okay, for me, I'm diabetic. Do you think my parents would never, they would never stop giving me insulin? I could have done anything in the world. They would always make sure I had my insulin. Yeah, like certain things. You see what I'm saying? I know that's a different extreme, but it's kind of like, it's like.
Doc Vinably donated $200. If my daughter did of, that means I failed her as a father. She would do of only if I am dead or in jail. Your fathers are morally weak men.
They are morally weak men.
I guess, could I ask you, who do you think is the example?
Well, I mean, you can say you, but he's right. Look, the chatter's right.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, hang on.
How
let me
do you
finish
know?
my point.
Because he takes your side?
I'm going to tell you, right? You do have to be a morally weak man if they know. Like in your case, maybe not, because your dad doesn't know. Okay, but a lot of people that I've talked to here, their dads do know, and they're just like,
but we're adults. My dad doesn't like it. We're adults. We're able to make our own decisions.
My dad doesn't like it.
Just let me finish the point. I'm almost done. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a moral weakness to say, I will enable you. I will enable you to do this threshold breaking thing, especially from a Christian perspective. It's insane. I don't know why anybody would do it. I would say, listen.
You know why? Because real Christians love everyone.
So then why not just make everything permissible?
I love the fact that you're like, I'll disown my daughter. That's not.
So everything's permissible.
I didn't think
there's a difference between
deleting someone is not permissible.
No, okay, but all social behaviors, all everything, Christians must permit that.
Who's the example in Christianity for
Answer the
parenting?
question.
Ask him that. Who in Christianity?
I didn't even get an answer to my question. I'm asking you the question. Is all forms of social behavior something which are supposed to be permissible to Christians?
I don't think it should be permissible. I think that you should love no matter what.
So then if it's not permissible, then I'm not giving permission, which means I'm not endorsing it, which means I'm not allowing it, which means I'm totally against it.
If your kid is an adult, why do you have to allow them to do something?
What do you mean? I'm not allowing them to.
He would disown. He would disown.
The question I have for you.
What are you talking about?
Who in Christianity is the example for parenting? Who is it?
You mean in which context? Which saints are you talking about?
What? I'm talking about
There's
saints.
saints which you can look